Hi fashion, hair and beauty students. I thought I would video for you some verbal instructions to help you with this new fashion project. You should have found this in your lesson schedule for the double last Thursday. So if you haven't already, go back to there and load it. You'll see it's written as a design folio is normally set out. So you start with a design brief, which is a problem that you are going to be solving. I have already for you in the next section pulled out the specifications. So they are a list of things that you are going to be required to do. Obviously, with this design folio, we can't really do the actual practical part, which includes getting a pair of jeans and cutting and changing them into the new item. So the only thing we can do is to have you make a paper model of your final choice, making it look like jean fabric by colouring the paper in, etc. So let's have a look at the specifications. So, must recycle an existing item of clothing that's out of fashion. So you're going to pretend that you have an older pair of jeans, you can still fit into them, but they're not quite on trend anymore. So that ties into the second one. So you are all going to pretend you have a pair of jeans that you're going to change. The jeans must be made into an item of clothing or accessory to make it more in fashion or functional. So in fact, you could change these pair of jeans into a bag or an apron, as I've given you as an example. Finished item must have at least one form of surface decoration. So that means you might put a cut in it and pull out some of the threads. You might add a button. You might put lace on it if you think that's appropriate, but it has to have something added to it. The finished item has to have one of those at least. You can have more though. And because we can't physically sew jeans, you're going to make this paper model instead of us being to do it at school. Then, as we do with that, we turn each of those into a question. So at the end, we go back and we answer these questions and see if we did all the things that you were being asked to do. And that's where the evaluation criteria is. Okay, up to the investigation. So this is where you do some research. So use the internet, apps such as Pinterest, which is probably your easiest one, or any other suitable research source to investigate ways that a pair of jeans can be recycled, or sometimes they call it upcycling, into new items of clothing or accessories such as a bag or a hat. So copy and paste the pictures of at least 4 possibilities that you found in the blank area below. And the easiest thing to do is actually hit the print screen button, put it in, and then if you hit format, crop, you can actually pull the picture in, take all the extra bits off, and then you can resize them all to fit in. So from those, you're actually going to choose the 2 options you like the best. So if you scroll down further, you will see that comes under the designing heading. So you'll need to choose 2 possibilities that you like for changing the jeans from the 4 options above. So the 4 you originally had, you're going to pick 2 that you think are possibilities. So I've put examples there. So you'll see the first one is a little pattern showing you how you can actually change jeans into an apron. The second one is a way you can change jeans into a jeans skirt. And the third one is using jeans fabric to actually make a bag. So what you're going to do is put the 2 options into the boxes, and then you're going to have in there some instructions to show how you would change those jeans into whatever the finished article is going to be. So place for your first one. You may need to actually label and write instructions about how you would do this. Then after that, Down the bottom it says what option you're going to choose. So out of the two that you've done, which one do you actually like the best that you're going to have a go at? So just put down option 1 or 2, and then in the next lines, why did you pick to do this? So you go back to those considerations and you talk about how it will meet those 5 considerations from the start. Then we come to production. So this is where you're going to get out some paper and pencils, etc., and you're going to actually produce a paper model of what your finished article would look like. So what you'll do, as you cannot access a sewing machine at present, you're going to cut out the shapes in coloured paper required to construct your chosen items. Sew pieces together using glue, or if you've got a needle and cotton at home, just sew it together with a tacking stitch. Draw or paste any decorations onto it. Make the paper model at least 20 centimetres, otherwise all the pieces will be too tiny and you'll struggle to get them all together. Take a picture of the stages showing how you've put it together, and then a final picture at the end. You can then put that picture into the space below. Okay, once you've finished all that, this is where you answer those 5 evaluation questions. Some of them you're going to have to pretend that you've done. So it says you must pick a pair of jeans from home. All right, so you just write, yes, I found a pair of jeans from home. They fit, but they're not in fashion. All right, so remember this is, in a lot of cases, a pretend situation about how you're going to solve something. Then you'll see right at the very end, there's a rubric for you to assess what you've done. And this will also be how I'm going to assess you. So if you want to know how to get the best mark, take a look at this. It's at the end of your document. If you still have problems with this, then let me know. I'm going to post this video into your schedule for today's class that you can actually go back and have a look at. Any other problems? Please email me. Don't put it into Microsoft Teams. I don't access that. Good luck, guys.